Hello, welcome to Greater Talk. I'm your host, A Young. Becoming your greatest self doesn't mean you're perfect. It means you have identified an area in your life that needs work and you have committed to doing the work. Welcome to Greater Talk. Hey, you guys, it is Amy Young. I am super excited to have you. Happy New Year. It's 2024. I haven't connected with you guys. I hope you are still on this greater self journey. And oh my God, so much has happened. We had our 2024 vision board event, you guys. I'm still like, popping my stuff like, okay, I did that. And the reason why is because it was so many connections. The energy, the atmosphere was so amazing. And I so want to say thank you so much, so much to you guys that believed in my vision. The vision board event is about pouring back into you guys. And truly, I'm on the path of becoming greater, but also like I'm in my purpose and it feels so good. I have such a long way to go, but just to see my growth is amazing. You guys, I have started life coaching. I am a certified life coach. You guys know my background in psychology. I have a master's, so I've completed that study. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a therapist. You come to me when you're ready to do the work of becoming a greater version of yourself. I like to promote bossness, confidence. I am a risk taker. So if you're ready to move to a different level, let's talk, let's work together. You can book your free consultation at www.greaterselfcoach.com. Also, we have another event coming up, a small group setting, and it's for my ladies. It's girls' night out. We're going to talk about building confidence, overcoming obstacles, just bossing up in 2024, okay? Speaking of bosses, this episode here, I had the opportunity to speak with a boss. Um, we had a girl talk about business, about overcoming obstacles, and Shahara, she's a CEO and founder of Voga Beauty and My Makeup Toolbox. She's a mom, a faith-filled visionary, and an advocate on a mission to empower women. Look, we got a lot in common, okay? She wants us women to feel confidence in ourselves inside and out. And I am super excited. She's a podcast hoster. She's from North Carolina. We are just doing this thing. And let's get straight into this interview because I know you're going to find some gems that you need. Alrighty, so let me first start with this question. How are you feeling? How are you?
How am I feeling? Today was a day. I feel happy. I feel okay. Am I tired? Not really. But I am all over the place. But this is kind of when I wind down cuz the baby's not asleep, so I'm like, okay, I'm in my wind down type of feel right now. So I feel
Good.
good.
Okay, good. Because this is going to be a girlfriend conversation today. Okay. So I want you to wind down. I wish we had wine.
Mm.
So we're just going to have a talk. Okay. I
Oh.
always go a little deeper than that surface question, like, how are you? I like to ask, how, how is your mental state?
Mm, mm. My mental state, I would feel like right now, the first thing that pops in my mind is like when you said it, my whole body kind of just it shook a little bit. It was like,
Hmm.
I haven't had somebody ask me that in a couple months now.
Yeah.
So it's a little my mental state is a little shaken, but
Mhm.
also it's shaken, but also like firm at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, because there's a lot of uncertainty, but I try to just focus, like redirect anything that shifts me off to the side, kind of redirect it back to God. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm learning literally this week. Like, just shift it back on him, even if it's thank you, God, for this situation, even though it doesn't look like that situation, just shifting it back on him. So I would say, yes, my mental pretty much is shaken. It's pretty much like all over the place, but
Yeah.
hopefully with redirecting with this new mindset, I
Mhm.
can kind of get it on a straight path. So,
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's first start with saying that that mental piece is super important because a lot of
mhm,
times we're like super like someone asks, "Oh, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm great. How are you?" You know, and that's not okay. Mentally,
mhm,
sometimes we're drained just like you just described, and it's okay not to be okay. By speaking with you, of course, I know you're taking necessary steps to get everything in line, but it's okay to take breaks. So I want you to know I'm here for you. If you just want to chat, talk through it, let's do that. And it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to have a lot going on. We talked about that yesterday.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So your icebreaker question is, do you have any special traditions for the new year? So is it one certain thing that you do every year that, it helps you bring in the new year? I don't know. Down here, down south, I know you're in North Carolina. We eat cabbages,
Yep.
black eyed peas, the good luck, stuff. So do you have anything that you do each year?
So you know it's I have my own, but I'm gonna kind of share too. So
Okay.
I'm from in Puerto Rico.
Mhm.
They say before the new year comes in, like if you want a man, if you want money, if you want the thing that you want, you're supposed to go under a table,
Okay.
eat
Okay.
7 grapes or 8 grapes. Correct me if I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I've never done this. I just
Uh-huh.
know because it's my history, right?
Yeah.
Go under the table, eat 7 or 8 grapes. You literally have to stuff them in your mouth, okay? And I mean, this is at 11:59,
Ooh,
okay?
okay.
So you
Okay.
have 60 seconds to do all this. Then you have to like, let's say you want to travel and stuff like that. You gotta pack up all like some clothes that you brought, pack
Uh-huh.
them in this luggage, and then walk outside and then walk back inside. All
Okay.
before it hits 12 o'clock.
It is okay.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is a lot of people have. And a
Yeah.
lot of people, on TikTok, social media, they're always like, "Oh my god, it worked." And you'll see the husband that year, you'll see
Yeah.
them traveling that year, you'll see them you know what I mean? So I think it's a mind game. It's super
Yeah.
fun, especially when you do it on, with a group of people. But
Yeah.
me personally, what I do on like New Year's, like that January 1st, I don't make New Year's resolutions. I
Yeah.
clean up this house. Like
Yeah.
I dump out like I switch everything over. I'm not taking Christmas into January 1st. Like
Oh, you would judge me.
no, 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 no. It's just something I don't know. It's just I like it to be like it's a fresh new start.
Yeah.
But, I go to and also in my culture, we don't do this because we celebrate Christmas, but we also celebrate Three Kings Day. And that
Mhm.
actually happens the first week of January. So
Okay.
technically, if I'm throwing my own traditions out the window.
Yeah.
Um because we're technically supposed to be celebrating Three Kings Day, and that's a whole tradition within itself. And you know but I like it to be clean. I like to like I also do, when it's March and stuff like that, spring cleaning, but I like to
Yeah.
just be like, let me refresh the house, let me shift some things kind of around the atmosphere. And
Yeah.
that's my tradition. It's something that I've always done. I've always done literally like right after Thanksgiving, January 1st, it's new. It's refreshing, it's spring cleaning, it's taking things out and the new. So that's my traditions. I like that icebreaker question.
Let's have a greater talk. We both are entrepreneurs. We have made that transition. I know you worked in retail. I've worked in retail. I still have a 9 to 5 in the insurance industry. And I know
Mhm,
you have two businesses.
mhm,
Of course, there's so many benefits to being an entrepreneur, but let's talk about like it's some things that, it's some challenges there too. No fixed income, working long hours, but it's that glory side as well, just becoming your own boss, making your own rules, creating your business uniquely, for you, providing services to other people. So I want you to tell me, what do you like most or enjoy most about your business?
I feel the most joyful when I have my, like, client relationship. Like,
Mhm.
when I see them for the first time, but if I'm seeing them now for the 4th time, or if I'm seeing them for, you know, their bridal trial, but then I'm seeing them for a photo shoot, and then I'm seeing them on their wedding day. You build that relationship, and I feel like relationships are just so important to me.
Yeah.
But you build that relationship, so when we get to, you know, they're having their first baby, or finally, I've been doing her makeup for so many years and now she's going to get married. Now she found her man. Like, you
Mhm.
just have all those stories, and it just becomes more than just doing makeup application. It becomes more like family, girlfriend, history. They know my life, and it's just, I love that I think that's, like, my favorite part, and just seeing the history of just someone's life, someone else's life. It's kinda like you get out of your own head and you're looking at someone else's life right now. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
that's
awesome. That's awesome. The building relationship piece, no matter how you look at it, whether you're a counselor, you're in makeup, you're a doctor, anything that you do, if you're able to build that rapport with your customer, that's what keep them booking you. That it seems like you have people wanting to be around you. And
yeah,
that is it's not a talent, it's not a skill. That's uniquely a gift. And that's what it's all about. Okay?
right.
So let me ask you this, because you have Voga Beauty and then you have My Makeup Toolbox, right? You have two
Right.
brands that you are busy working on. And I know one brand can be a lot sometimes, right? So how do you stay consistent? Like, what keeps you motivated besides your customers, your clients, I'm sorry? What keeps you on those days when your baby have the pink eye and you
Right.
have to wake up super early in the next morning and try to work? What keeps you going?
It's just, my why is not even, a lot of people say, their kids and stuff like that. Like, I love my daughter wholeheartedly, but
Yes.
it's really reaching that goal for myself of
Yes.
saying, we like you said, I created something and something is out there. Like, it's so cool that my clients that I've done services for, they are now talking to me about Makeup Toolbox and how they took it on vacation and how so and so was talking. Like, now it's a little part of me that goes with them. So it's that little spark that happens when you're just like, "Oh, that's so cool." Like, somebody really enjoys something that you created in your head and just brought it to life.
Well, I think you're a lot more consistent than you think you are, right? Because consistency can look a lot different, you know. Because you have to be consistent to establish that awareness. So
Mm,
when your customers
mm,
and when your clients are they needing your service, you're consistently providing that same look, the quality of work.
right.
The tools that you provide, they are higher quality. So I think it's there, right? It's hard. It's very challenging turning from, okay, I'm providing a service, then let me flip over to the marketing piece of it. Then
Right.
okay, let me be, it's so many different hats. But one of the things that stood out to me is the way that you describe your relationships with your client, okay? Your
Mhm.
clients. And I think you're a mini therapist because it looks a lot different. Women, we have our guards up. We have to deal with the world. We have so many roles. And I know when I'm going to get my makeup and my hair done, I feel like, okay, I can breathe. I can be myself. I'm about to
Mm.
get out this chair. I'm going to be fly, right? So, what key piece of advice would you give women that maybe lack self-confidence, in their appearance, or, just they're not feeling up to part just because of life issues? What tips, what conversations do you have with those type of clients, or, women that you come across?
So I recently just did a class with with a group of women that their self-confidence, you can tell in the room it was not. And I'm looking at these women, I'm like, "Oh my god, they're so beautiful, all
Mhm.
uniquely in their ways." And but as I'm hearing their stories, I'm like, this confidence is like at a 2. And I
Yeah.
can and so basically I told them the smallest thing that I would say if we're talking about makeup and self-confidence and
Mhm.
confidence period, even if you are in like, I don't want to get dressed, I don't look the part, I don't the best advice I've ever gotten was put on a red lip because it don't
Oh,
take
my
nothing.
favorite.
It don't take, and I'm gonna push out, and and we got to start as women and just in general as the society too, kind of putting ourselves together because no other country does this. Like all the other countries, they be looking fly.
Yeah.
America, we look like we rolled out of bed and we was like fine. And I mean, I
Yeah.
I literally went out like that today. But
Yeah.
if I want to put my best foot forward and I don't even know what to wear head to toe, do your hair, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be extravagant. Just brush your hair, put it
Yeah.
in a ponytail. The red lip, a white t-shirt, some jeans, some kicks or some heels. Girl,
Yes.
telling you, it's like it's a look, it's a staple, and it's so basic, but
Yeah.
it's a staple. And so when I was teaching, the lady that, we were all kind of telling her, "Oh my god, just try the red lip. Try the red
Yeah.
lip. Just try it." And she's like, "It's not me. It's not me. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that." And I looked at her and I was just like, you exude like boss." And she was
Yes.
like, "Me? Really?" And I'm like, "You do." Like
Wow.
when I first entered the room, I didn't even know you were unemployed. I didn't know, like, she just exude like what you would see this woman walking in with a whole trench coat, red lip, hair done,
Yeah.
like everything. She's like, "Oh my god." So I'm like, "If you don't like it, guess what? You can always wipe it off. You can
Yeah.
always wipe off everything." You know what I mean? So she tried it. She's putting it on. We kind of move forward with the makeup application and me teaching and talking and stuff like that. And all of a sudden the instructor was like, looked at her and was like, "Do you have something to say?" And she was like, "I keep on looking at myself. And
Mm.
as I keep on looking at myself, I'm like, this is beautiful, and I feel so beautiful with this lip on."
Yeah.
Instantly. That's
Yeah.
a minor, so that's the tip, is that instant kind of shift where it's like, brush your hair, put the red lip on, and that is like the trend for 2024 right now. It's
Yeah.
really minimal makeup, like
Yeah.
eye makeup or like lashes. It's very clean face, clean eye makeup, and a like a statement kind of lip. Like we're gonna see pretty much like red lips or like dark lips, colored lips, which we all do love, but they're gonna last throughout the entire year, not just like
Yeah.
this dark vampy lip for like just the winter time. So no, it's a staple. It's my favorite. Like I tell my clients always, if they're on the news like you were today, I'm always like, no, we going real clean and we have to do a statement lip because your lips get lost on
Yeah.
the on film. So, yep, she definitely that instant change instantly.
Yeah, I love look, girl, I live by a red lip. And I have Last City 318, and that's my staple piece. It's my red lipstick. I just love it gives you that confidence that you need,
Yes.
And I love that. Let me ask you this. What do you have planned for the future? What are your goals for your companies?
I have so much big goals, but
Come on, share at least one or two with me. Let's
okay.
manifest this in the atmosphere.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
out in the open in the world.
Yes.
So one of my biggest goals is, I have grown a team, and now, talking to you, I'm like writing things down too, because I want to expand the team. I know how hard it is out there for makeup artists, for hairstylists to express their art and then do this full time as well. So giving
Yes.
them that opportunity to say, you know what, I might still be working, but I'm working for this company, but also expanding, like
Mhm.
expanding the horizon. So Voga Beauty really being in all 50 states, fully
Yeah,
staffed with makeup artists, that is a goal. That's a goal.
I like
That's a
that.
big one, but it's a goal.
Yeah.
Um, Another thing I definitely not, and this is, for Makeup Toolbox, girl, if that thing
Mhm.
could be in Sephora or Target one day,
Yeah.
listen, I would lose my mind. Um,
Yeah.
so that definitely is on the vision board.
I love
Um,
it.
and
I told you the other day, if something comes to me 3 times in a day, that's God talking to me, right?
mm,
And I'm gonna say this to you, okay? Um, a no in a business field or a not right now is not a failure or anything like that. That's just you gotta create another way. That's it. You only fail when you stop. So that no is not a stop for you.
yep.
Your brand, I've looked at it. I'm about to order from my makeup toolbox now. I love makeup, and like I sell the cosmetics, but I am not like I want to go on YouTube and spend hours trying to perfect my contouring and things like that. But I just don't have the time. I don't think
Yeah.
it's in me either, to be honest. It kind of sucks.
So so you are my target audience,
Right.
because I feel like all women, honestly, we all love makeup, and we all be watching these YouTube videos. Like, we all
Mhm.
love it. But also, Makeup Toolbox was created for women that don't have the time. Like,
Mhm.
legit, we're like, we are working women, we need to have this kit or this bag, because I know all women carry their makeup somewhere, right? And if
Yeah.
they're traveling and they're going and I have one client, she literally takes her makeup toolbox to go into the office to do her makeup in the office and then put it away in her desk. So she doesn't have time to stay at home and do it. But that's why I created all the little tools that go in there, because, like you said, there is an actual contour tool to help you contour in 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Boom, you swipe it and you're on to the next step. Because I feel like that's where it looks so long. I don't have that time, but I do wanna look polished, and I don't know what I'm doing, Shahara. So I'm like, let me give all these tips, all these tricks, put them in here, put them in this bag, and, you know, another thing that, moving forward, that I do need to not slack off on is, another component was, like you said, YouTube videos, but I want it
Yeah.
really short, quick videos
Yeah.
that women were going to, and saying, "Oh, let me type my makeup toolbox, boom," or here's a QR code, boom, and let me put this on right here while I'm doing my makeup real quick.
Yeah.
Um,
Tell us, where can we follow you on socials, and then also where can we purchase from the makeup toolbox?
so you can follow me on Voga Beauty. That's the service-based company, and then you can also follow me on Scheherazade. And then you can find My Makeup Toolbox on www.mymakeuptoolbox.com, and it also has an Instagram as well, My Makeup Toolbox.
Okay, perfect. Now, before we wrap this up, I always ask this question, okay? And this is
Mhm.
a curveball to you. If
Uh-oh.
you can leave our listeners with one key piece of advice, what would it be?
One key piece of advice?
Yes.
Ooh, good curveball. enjoy enjoy the journey. It
Ooh,
might look rough, it might be hard, but when you're on the other side of it, you're going to when you look back at how did I get here because I'm enjoying this life, this moment, if there's not a story to tell or not some type of something to kind of get you there, it's kind of like, oh well, I'm here, like I'm here now. Um, so it just enjoy the journey, enjoy every step, every heartache, every gain, every ups and down. That's what I would say. That's the my little nugget.
I love it. I want to thank you for coming on, speaking to us. I know you have your own podcast. Tell us the name of your podcast as well, real fast.
So the name of the podcast is Divine Beauty. We integrate makeup and faith. So as we are talking, we are actually applying makeup and talking everything about God and our experiences and what revelations we got that week, that month, whatever the case may be. So yes, Divine Beauty is the podcast.
Thank you so much for coming on. I really enjoyed speaking with you. This meant so much to me. So thank you. And I know I'll have you back sometime in the future.
Thank you so much.
Hey, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. I want to say thank you so much to our guests. You know, I just love speaking with women that is confident and just someone that I can connect with. And I really did connect with her on this episode. Being an entrepreneur is not easy at all. But I always say, if you're going to bet on someone, why not bet on yourself? Okay? But until next time, I'll see you later and we'll have a greater talk soon.